Everyone, hello. Hey. Okay, so I'm really excited to welcome you to my talk called How to Make a Living with Your Passion for Health Coaching. I'm Yulia. I'm the co-founder of ukff17. I've been following the high fruit, mostly raw lifestyle myself for 8 years, and we've been coaching people for 5 years. And it's totally, completely changed my life, and this is why a brand, ukff17, has so much passion behind it. So today, we're going to be diving into very specific strategies that you can apply to your own online business, regardless whether you're a complete newbie or you are already in this niche, but perhaps struggling with your business and looking for new solutions and new areas where you can improve. So before we dive in, I'd love to ask you, how many of you here already have your own health, wellness, coaching business or wellness business online? Just raise your hand up. Okay, all right. And how many of you are thinking about it? You want to do it? Great, awesome. Okay, awesome. All right. And just be honest here. Don't worry about, if it's, you're not going to offend anyone for sure. Are you happy with where you are, or are you looking to grow? Perhaps you're struggling. How are you finding it?
Finding somewhere to start is the main thing I'm concentrating on.
Okay.
Build a foundation.
Right. Yes.
I think finding your niche, like what's different about you to other people, and like not copying other people.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay. Okay. Well, the reality of the things these days is that a lot of people struggle actually online. And despite the fact that there is so much information about it, lots of people struggle, and there's lots of missing pieces of the puzzle that they struggle to put together. And specifically, raw vegan niche has grown so much in the last 5 years. We've been doing it for 5 years, and things have changed, and now they're changing so fast that it's unbelievable. The good news is that it's a huge niche, and it's grown, and there's a lot of interest, and a lot of people want to eat raw food and vegan. But the not so good news is that it's a highly saturated market to go into. And it's much harder these days to stand out from crowds and to be noticed, because there's so much background noise, there's so much going on. You go on Instagram and go on YouTube, how many vegan coaches are there promoting the message? A lot, okay? So you need to know, absolutely need to know what you are doing if you want to succeed with your business online. And there is a reason why 90% of online startups fail. 90%, that's a huge figure. But despite that, you can still make the 10% who succeeds, and you can be the person who does what you love, and you serve people, and you're changing the world. So before we go in any further, I wanted to kind of talk about our journey with ukff17 and where we've been and where we are now. So over the years, we built a big following of over 70,000 people around the world, and we have a big YouTube channel with nearly 10 million views, and we have quite a big following on social media as well, and we've built a 6-figure business in the raw food niche. But things have been a struggle for us for a long time, actually. We went into this niche because of passion, just pure passion. We had no idea about online marketing. Our backgrounds are corporate. In the corporate world, if anyone here works 9 to 5, just regular daytime job, well, you know what it's like. You go in, you've got your specific tasks that you're doing. There's a paycheck at the end of the month, and it's kind of all secure. Well, it isn't like that in the business world, especially in the beginning. You're having to do everything, and you're having to learn everything, and it gets very overwhelming. And few months into when we started our business, we came across an online course that was created by a raw foodist, and it taught you how to create online business, and he was a very successful guy. So we followed it, and we thought that his model is the only model that exists in the world. We didn't know about anything else. And we followed it for many years, and the model was that you're constantly having to create new products, then you launch them, and then you offer them at a discounted price. And what happened was, to begin with, it was working because we were quite unique and still new in our market. There were not that many people promoting this message. But then it got saturated. And then we noticed that our products were not converting as well, and we were putting tons and tons of time into creating them. And it got really frustrating. And it got to a point where we started thinking about, oh, well, okay, perhaps we should just quit. And perhaps it's just not meant to happen. And perhaps raw food niche just is not meant to serve us to a level that we want to be sustaining ourselves. So we kept searching for different solutions, and then we tried an online course, which is a big thing, right? You know, everyone talks about it, creates freedom in your life. So it took us forever to put it together. Literally a year and a half we spent putting our online course together. And then we launched it, and it was successful, actually. We had a successful launch, and the second launch was even more successful. And then things dipped a little bit, and we noticed that we're going through this feast and famine cycle with it all the time. So we're generating income whenever we would launch, and then we would go into months when our income was very low or lower, and we would struggle to get by on what we were getting, and the online products that we created before, they just didn't convert as much. So we kept searching for a solution and believing that there is a way for us to make a living and to sustain ourselves until we discovered a new model that, okay, we still have our products and they sell, and we have our course, and now we also offer coaching, and it's not that we were not offering it before, but we didn't know the right system to make a living as a health coach. And things have changed for us dramatically. We've got the income that we want for ourselves, and we've got fulfillment from working with clients versus being digital, which kind of burnt me out a little bit, being digital so much. I'm a people person. I love engagement and interaction with people. I love that we're transforming lives, completely changing people's lives, and that we actually work less than we used to, and we earn more. And now we have a little daughter that we're raising, and I'm up for that because I want to spend more time with her versus stressing out and spending 80% of my time gaining 20% back in terms of income. So another thing that we've learned, we've done many online courses, expensive online courses. We've worked with coaches. Another thing that we've noticed is that not every single thing that you learn applies to our niche, to our vegan or raw vegan niche. So it is down to knowing the system that works in our niche, not just in any niche. So today I'm going to walk you through this 5-step system that works today, that I know will work tomorrow, and the 5-step system that you can apply to your business if you want to start or if you want to make improvements to your already existing business. So the first step is building the right foundation, and I think you talked about it, right? You talked about the right foundation as very, where do you start from? And this is where you're gonna first have a big overview of your life and an understanding, what do you want to happen in your life? How do you want your life to be? Because ultimately, building the business that you love has to be built around you, not you built around your business. So for example, for us, we like to travel. We've been traveling for the last 7 years. We lived all over the world, and we absolutely love having a business that is location independent. So if you are that kind of, you've got that travel bug in you and you like to travel around, live talks and preparation classes, for example, may not be something that you want to pick. Another thing as well, how much do you want to make? How much do you want to generate from your business? Is your dream to live in a cheap apartment in Thailand and get by on $1,000 a month? Or do you want, nicer conditions to live in because that's just the way you are, you like nicer things? And that's absolutely fine also. So then with that in mind, you then get clear on your personal gifts and your personality. And it's something that a lot of people miss out on is, what are you good at? Are you really good on stage? Are you really good on videos? Do you like writing blogs? Are you more kind of like a scientific approach person? Are you more controversial drama person? You just love it. Or, you know, what's your true skill and personality? And then applying that to your business. And another thing as well, you need to pick the business model that will support you and what you want for yourself. So, for example, if you know, a busy parent and you don't want to be working as many hours as someone who's single, then building your business around a $20 ebook is just not going to get you to the income level that you want. You'll burn out. You will need to produce a lot of content. You will need to generate a lot of traffic to your offer to be able to convert people into paid clients. So it is picking the right business model that you want to do that will serve you. And I know that in our niche, there's this myth that it's so easy to make money on YouTube. You just bang your content, daily content out, and then it's just like within a matter of months, you're going to be making $10,000 a month. And it's not the reality of things at all. And a lot of YouTube channels just fail completely because they don't generate the income that they want. It's difficult to generate income off YouTube. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but it's not the model I would ever recommend you go in with because you don't own YouTube. I've got a friend who built actually a successful YouTube business and very fast, and it was very controversial. And then YouTube demonetized all of her videos because the advertising policies changed. And she was left with no income. All the work that she's put into it, gone, just like that. So you want to build your platform that is going to be your blog or your email list, and you're going to be owning it, okay? And with YouTube, just to give you an idea of you know, a lot of people hope to make a living with it. We have over 9 million views on our channel. We have over nearly 39,000 subscribers to our YouTube channel. We get paid about $150 from YouTube a month, you know? That's just to put things into perspective. And the maximum we ever got paid was $500. So, you know, it's something to realize. YouTube is very powerful. It's super effective. I absolutely recommend you using it as your platform. Most of our clients come through YouTube, but we don't rely on YouTube to make a living in this niche. So the second step is to zero in on a very specific problem. This is what you were talking about, right? And provide a very specific solution to your client. So who do you want to serve? Just do a little visualization, and you can do it even here, and get into the body of your ideal customer. What's your experience? Have you lost a lot of weight? Have you recovered from type 2 diabetes? Are you a busy mom who's super fit and just mastered all the nutrition, and you want to help busy moms who struggle with their toddlers, for instance? Or do you want to help people who suffer from blood sugar related issues? Or do you want to help vegan athletes to build muscle and be lean? And you know, what is your specific, are you going to be focusing a lot on mindset to help people manage it? So what customer you're going to be reaching, and focus on that specific niche, and you're going to stay with that niche for a while until you make it work and, you know, be good at it, and then you can start kind of introducing other niches if you needed to. So it's being very specific, it's getting into their body, and then it's understanding, okay, so what keeps them awake in the middle of the night? If it was 3 o'clock in the morning and they got up and they thought, okay, I just cannot bear this problem anymore. I'm ready to go to Joe Smith and consult him or her about it, or get the product from him because he or she got a solution that I want. So what is that burning problem that they're facing? It's something that we didn't do right from the beginning. And actually we made more mistakes in our business than anyone could ever imagine. But going specific is going to really help you. So vegan diet for athletes, vegan diet for mums with busy toddlers, or vegan diet, raw vegan diet for people with blood sugar related problems. And this is where you're going to start, and this is where you're going to grow from. Okay. So the third step is a 5-step packaging and messaging system that you're going to create for your business. So the first step is to create your list building strategy, and your list is going to be your greatest asset in your business. It is something that you'll need to focus on and put a lot of your effort into, because this is where you're going to build a more personal relationship with the audience that's going to be following you. And let's face it, people don't go to YouTube to, you know, buy products specifically. They come to you, they come to your list, they get to know you better, and this is how you build relationship, and this is how you start working with people who follow you. The second step is going to revolve around creating a free gift that you will offer to your audience that they will opt in. So they'll leave their email in exchange of a great, amazing free gift that you will create. It's going to provide them with certain strategies and solutions that they're looking for. The next step is website, or having a website or a landing page. Now, I must say, if we were to start everything all over again, we wouldn't even have a website in the first place. We would start from just one page where we would send the traffic to, and that page would offer a freebie. So people would leave their email address, they would get onto our email list, and we would be communicating with them that way. So it's a great way to start from. You don't need to worry about a website. It's simple. Keep it simple. In the beginning, that's just going to be your strategy. Keep it simple. And when you have grown, this is when you can create your website, and you've got to make it good. It's another mistake that we had made. I never knew about branding and how important it is in our world. And it's not something that we learned before. Branding is hugely important, because that's what's going to make you stand out from crowd. And we're rebranding everything now, changing our website in a week, 2 weeks' time. Everything's going to be brand new and just amazing. It doesn't have to be expensive. You don't have to spend $5,000 creating a logo. You can spend $5, but it's got to be good. It just you need to stand out. It's 21st century, and you just need to create good stuff these days. And I wish someone taught us this, because the sort of thing we learned was like, oh, just put any website out there, just put whatever you want out there, and people will come and follow you. No, these days it doesn't work like this at all. So the next step is communication strategy with your audience. How often are you going to be talking to the people who follow you? Is it going to be weekly conversation, 2 times per week, 3 times per week, 7 days per week? So you need to create communication strategy and where you're going to be talking to them as well. Stay consistent with it. This is so, so important. We've been uploading a video every single Wednesday for years. Before that, it was 2 times a week for years. Before that, it was 3 times a week when we first got started for years. People need to see consistency. This is how they're going to trust you and your brand. It's a big mistake that people make, that okay, so I'm just going to create a video here. In 2 weeks, I just don't feel like making a video. And then I'll make another video or do another blog. And then I disappear again. I'm so busy. No, that's not going to work. That's just not going to get you anywhere. You've got to be consistent. If it's just once a week, committing to once a week, you need to commit to it and stay with it. Okay? So, and the next strategy, if you want to become a coach, and I would strongly recommend you starting as a coach, not writing some kind of $20 ebook and then struggling to sell enough of it and putting so much time into your ebook. Become a coach. And this is where you can have 20% of your efforts bring the 80% of income that you are looking for. This is where it's a much simpler model to adopt. As I said, if you're selling a $20 ebook, right, you need a lot of traffic. You need to spend a lot of time talking, promoting your content, getting people to opt in for your freebie. You need to spend a lot of time doing it. With the coaching model, you can spend much less time. You don't need anywhere as much as traffic to make more money than you will be making with a $20 ebook. And this is how you can make a living. I'm not saying that it's impossible to have ebooks and digital products and make it online, but it's difficult, especially if you're starting out. It's a lot more difficult these days. Coaching offers personal connection, and it also, in the beginning, it's so important to do because you get to know the people you are talking to. Every single day, you'll be talking to people, they'll be sharing their problems, and you'll be understanding your ideal customer much better. You'll know what language they use. Okay, so moving on to the fourth step, and the fourth step is creating the right marketing channels for you. So if you want to be a vegan or a raw vegan coach, I guarantee, I give you 120% that your ideal customer is going to be on Facebook and your ideal customer is going to be on YouTube. These are very two effective platforms. I know some people rock it with Instagram. I can't talk about it. We haven't got that much experience with it ourselves. Pick one or two platforms. I've never been on just every single platform. You know, it's really is a waste of time. Get one or two platforms that you can focus on. You can start from Facebook, do Facebook Live videos. You don't even need YouTube in the beginning. And then from there you can pick another platform and all you focus on is just do these platforms and you get really good at it. Versus picking up 100 different platforms and just not being consistent with any of them. Okay, so as I said, Facebook works, Facebook Live works, YouTube works. YouTube is amazing in our niche. And then, of course, live webinars, which are so powerful. When we mastered our live webinars, they really turned things around for us a lot. Live webinars are incredibly powerful for inviting people to your free strategy session or for selling your products. And also live Facebook videos, live YouTube videos, so live component where people see you live. Okay, and the fifth step, and I really, really wanted to include it, is mindset around money. So transforming your fears about money. And a lot of people have fears about money. A lot of people think, for some reason, that if you offer health coaching, you shouldn't charge anything for it. It should just be free. And, you know, do you have to pay for the food that you eat? Do you want to eat good food? Do you have to pay for the bills to keep your house warm? We live in a materialistic world. So people are ready to pay for solutions. People are ready to come to you. And it's solely your limitation that you will need to overcome. And the fear of money is really a fear of money. And money is an energy that you will need to make friends with. It's something that you will need to love and open up to and, you know, build relationship with. It's something that we had to hire a coach for to help us. And it really does transform the way you are and the way your business is, because you understand that it's not some kind of dirty, horrible energy that spoils people, but it can actually transform people. And what would you rather do? Would you rather have your daytime job that you absolutely hate and do kind of health coaching for free, helping one or two clients here and there? Or do you want to do it full time, make it your passion, build your business around it, and help change the whole world? So that's another question. And if you do, then you know, money is something that you will just need to, okay, well, yeah, I've got skills, I'm offering them to people, and people want to come to me and they're ready to pay, because free tips and tricks, how many of you have downloaded free tips and tricks? And they just, like, you just get scattered around because there's so many of them and you can never put a whole system together. They come to you because you know the shortcut, you have the blueprint, you can offer them a system that they're lacking in their lives. Okay, how are we doing for time? Okay, still good. I wanted to leave some time for questions. So the bottom line is that, okay, it is true. It is difficult to stand out from crowds in our world today. And it is a highly saturated niche. And even people with established businesses, I've been talking to a couple of entrepreneurs here with their established businesses, and they agree that they've been going for many years, and you have to be adaptable and you have to come up with new strategies and you have to know what to do, because all of a sudden the things that you were doing in the past that were working just stop working, and you have to find a way to survive. And you can when you adopt the right mindset, when you have the right strategy. So from here, you can, you know, go away, take all this information and do absolutely nothing. And then nothing will happen. If you do nothing, nothing will happen. Or you can take it, apply it to your business and start something that can change the world, something that can change people, something that can transform, save the lives of animals, something that can change the world, and that's going to bring you so much fulfillment. Every single time I talk to clients, every single time they share their results with me, I feel like crying. I feel like my wings grow, that I can just fly and take off, because it's so rewarding. It's so incredible. You understand that you've changed the life of that person forever. they start talking to their community about it. They start changing the world. It's incredible, It's something that creates that amazing life for yourself, where you have the freedom to do what you want to do, where you help people, where you have that sustainable income, and where life's good. I feel like, pinch me. Is it really happening? Is it true? And you can make it happen. So absolutely go and get it if you have that drive inside of you. Know that you can. Don't leave it just, there alone, because you will find people who will come to you, who will want to work with you because of your unique personality traits that only you have, that no one else has in this world. Okay? And if you would like me to talk to you personally and help you understand where you want to go with your business, I would absolutely love to hop on the phone with you after this festival and talk about strategies that you can apply and help you work it out. So feel free. I've got the notepad here. I've got the pen. Should have the pen here. I don't know if it's gone. So feel free to leave your email. I'd be happy to get in touch with you. And again, go and get it. Don't wait, absolutely. Now is the best time. It's going to get even more crowded. Now is the best time to get in. Now is the best time to start changing other people's lives. Thank you. Any questions? We have like a few minutes. Any questions? Anyone? Yeah?
Yeah, I wanted to ask what you said about the step with branding.
Yeah.
Like, couldn't really grasp it. What do you mean, like, with
Yes.
branding?
Okay, good question. So what's the step with branding, in case if you didn't hear at the back? So branding is, okay, so a lot of people think of branding as a website, okay? So it's just like a fancy website. But it's much more than that. It's a feel that people get about you, about your business. And it's something that's, I know what to do, but we totally are in the middle of doing, because it takes a bit of time. And if you can start the right way, then you're going to save yourself so much work down the line. I can't even tell you. So your website's going to have specific colors, all right? So you're going to pick 3 or 4 colors that your website will have, and these colors will be your brand colors. And this is something that, again, it will create a specific feel. You go to websites, you have a feel. Some of them may look very bright and energetic, and others kind of more meditative and calmer, and you get a specific feel from those websites. And then you repeat the same colors. All the social media, all the images you use have that specific feel, those specific colors. All the information you put out there, specific fonts that people get used to. So they get used to specific style of pictures. Even on Instagram, for instance, people use specific filters to connect to, so people recognize their brand, specific logo and specific style that people will get used to. So it is to do with a feel, and it is to do with the kind of more technical side of things, like your brand colors, your website colors, the fonts that you are using, and the specific images that you put out there. So it's very, very important, because otherwise things will get very scattered in people's minds, and it's something that we didn't do. And I really wish I knew more about it, because if you have a strong brand, even if the market collapses tomorrow, your brand will survive, because you've built that strong brand that people come to, that they associate themselves with. So does that answer the question? Okay, cool. All right, any more questions? No? Okay, cool. Well, you're welcome. If you have any question you want me to ask personally, you're welcome to come to me after and just talk to me. All righty, so thank you very much, and hope to see you all next year with businesses and websites, and thank you.